Hello and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. We are continuing on our Skulltaker campaign today with the new Omens of Destruction. We are on day 3. Things have been going pretty good, actually. We've managed to wipe out Albrecht de Bordelot, and we are either about to wipe out Marcus or we totally wiped him out. I think we have one more settlement left to take for Marcus. And are moving on Yuan Bo, the Jade Dragon. So far, we've just kind of been cruising up the coastline, taking out settlement by settlement, army by army, planning a few ambushes. And we have to decide today, after we've dealt with Yuan Bo, whether or not we want to go into Mazdamundi, or if we want to go and venture off somewhere else in the world. One of the nice things about Khorne factions is all they really need to do is get skulls. That's their number one job. So they don't necessarily have to fight anyone in particular. They can wander off wherever they might want. We could actually go back down south and fight Lizardmen. We did manage to get rid of Marcus Wolfheart. And we are pushing up on Yuan Bo. He's got 2 settlements left. We've just taken his capital, as well as one of the other islands he pushed down here. We got a couple of Bloodhost armies that are about to get wiped out. We have our main army up here. We've just picked up some cultists. And we're in pretty good shape. We got a bunch of skulls. We got a bunch of Champion's Essence. All of that's on cooldown. We did end on an intern, so let's begin on an intern, as is tradition. As we figure out what our plan is. My original thought was to sail across to the Shrine of Sotek, burn this down, and get another Bloodhost. Though with Yuan Bo there, it might be a bit more of a gamble to do. We might need to wander around a bit. Hi, Mona. We have a little kitty cat visitor this morning. Hi. You want to say hi to chat? Well, the turn goes. Yeah, one of our Bloodhosts is down. I am debating whether or not we keep him here for another round. We picked up 2 heroes, Ragnar and Ulf. I think the idea was Ragnar was going to stay out of the armies and Ulf was going to join in our armies. Let me grab a Mona here and let's say hi. Hi to everybody. Good morning, Mona. Say hello to the stream. Push, 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 push. She knows what's up. She wants to come back now. It's winter time. She's cozy. It's nice to see. We got our little visitor again. Let's grab this guy a potion of speed. And then he's going to join Skulltaker's army.
Send them into a
You know, I could probably get over there and destroy it.
Do not let my human form deceive you.
The question is whether or not we could take Yuan Bo after that fight. You know what? We would summon a Bloodhost.
Praise the blood god.
So I want to say let's do it.
I seek the kingdom of blood.
Dragons are not your place.
He's all archers and crane gunners. Almost entirely archers and crane gunners. So like our flesh hounds could run them down, lock them into position while the bloodletters move in. These guys are still pretty weak though. The one thing we are pretty vulnerable to is archers. You know what? I'm gonna grab this shipwreck instead. We'll take some free treasure. just for the cash.
The end to all sagas.
This keeps our bloodletting up, so that we don't have to worry about it running out. We get the turn to heal,
For Khorne's eternal glory.
and then we can take our choice afterwards on where we want to go. We've picked up all of the best stuff here. Did we go with, we went with demons on this end for Khorne's Bloody Fist. Right, because the Blood Crushers actually got picked up by Skulltakers here. They do show up in Overwhelming Stampede, spell resistance, and melee attack, but I think for right now, let's just upgrade our boy. Get him nice and tough. Grab some Deadly Onslaught here. A little replenish troops on you. Zero, hello, good morning.
Exalted murder. Herald of Khorne.
These guys are almost guaranteed not going to be able to do anything.
Khorne's banners.
I might try to pop him through a sea lane
Fast.
just to see what's on the other side. Then we have Talaxlan ready to upgrade to tier 4. Waddle's got a couple more turns. You guys are getting a handful of random upgrades here. I think we'll probably just save up to boost Spectazuma.
Our treatment stokes rebellion.
And I tell you what, we could upgrade the Wellsprings here and get pastures as well, just for some bonus growth. We got the money. Why the heck not? Nice. So he's going up and just beating up Mazdamundi armies, which are right on our doorstep. Yeah, let's get the Shrine of Sotek this turn. We'll get 2 heroes out of it. Not as good as Yuan-Bo in terms of skulls. In terms of champion's essence. But we can raise it so that it can't be taken. Middenland picked up the Nemesis crown. Noted.
I sent to life. And heroism. Or trophy. When the blade strikes.
Dude, I hate sea paths. If you don't land just right, if you don't force the landing just right and you're not allowed to attack, this is still one of the most classic bad bugs of the game. Any kind of movement over sea is a nightmare. I appreciate at least enough that the Iron Man is not at least gives you the save at the top of the turn.
Skulltaker.
So
Snuff out the mighty.
if I park here
No time for musings on the way.
and land there. Here we go.
Ahead.
Burn it down. We'll summon a Bloodhost.
Hungry for slaughter.
Kill a few characters. Raised multiple settlements. Give some bonus attrition. These armies are putting exalted bloodletters now because we've got the couple of ranks of upgrades on them,
Celebrate this day.
which is real nice. We pick up immortality on our first set of these bloodletters. You've got maim, you've got kill. Let's give you slaughter next.
Blooded wanderer.
Increase mobility.
Only the finest.
We could also grab some spread corruption on this guy. It's probably not the bad idea.
Khorne's champion. Skulls.
Let's see.
Yes.
That'll let me heal. So let's just do that. Shrine of Sotek linked to Palhuak's Monument of the Moon and Swamp Town, which is in here. Growth and control, passive ability, hungering blades, recruit rank and global duration. Let's go growth and control.
Be deep in blood and bones for his eternal glory.
We got the skulls to spare. And I want to move towards this heal after every fight. So we're just going to save up skulls on the old cape.
Celebrate this day. Tomorrow may be your last.
Can you go through this in force march? You sure can. I wonder what happens, because he's meant to take attrition for 2 turns. These guys are at 100% Khorne corruption here. So I'm low-key just hoping that it can spawn up some good chaos. Spectazuma gets a little upgrade of those diamonds. I tell you what, I'm going to be safe and just build some early walls. Next turn, it can pick up the next upgrade on Dimensional Rift. You guys are 1 turn off. I can upgrade Zwahautek. Waddle is 2 turns off. Ever so close. You know what? If I switch you over to growth, it'll probably be 1 turn. 1 turn if we're lucky. Let's see. Hello. Language, please. Match the money up to 74 skulls. I don't know what the defeat trade for Yuan Bao is. So I'd like if we can let him respawn in one of those 2 settlements before we kill him. Before we totally wipe him out. Added something unexpected to Helldivers upcoming Warbound. Yes. Huge update for Helldivers 2 today. Entire new enemy. Armored vehicles. All right, these guys are taking that city for sure. Floating pyramid. Yes. Drawn to destruction. I mean... I could just run a Bloodhost through his back lines while all his armies are down here fighting Yuan Bao.
For Khorne's eternal glory.
It's not a bad idea.
Praise Khorne, Lord of murder. Patience. Those skulls will wait.
It ain't the worst idea. If we just sneak up here.
We hunt. Always hunt. Coat this land in gore.
I could ambush, but I guess it doesn't really matter.
Spread slaughter.
He's 105. So the question is whether or not we want to fight Mazdamundi.
I spare you.
I guess the option is I could threaten for a non-aggression pack. Just taken by surprise. Yeah, I mean, it's... I feel like we all kind of knew the update was coming. Just not that it would necessarily come so soon. Establish cults. I wonder what the cooldown on this is. You know what? They've updated a bunch of the cult stuff, so I'm just kind of curious. It's a 15 turn cooldown. Yikes. What can we make here? Income for post-loot battle. When Khorne corruption is 50 or more. Income for post-battle loot. Allows recruitment. Casualty replenishment. Bloodhosts take longer to take attrition and get bonus melee attack. Khorne corruption. Unit experience gain per turn faction wide. And Khorne corruption in adjacent provinces. That could be good. Instantly transport to settlement. Instantly gain skulls and income, but war is declared on a random faction. Instantly recruit a Khorne cult magus. What is a Khorne cult magus?
Father. Eternal warfare.
What is a Khorne cult magus? I feel like that is a character I am not aware of. It's not a cultist himself, but you want to learn Latin? I can give you the basics, simply saying foundations of Latin language. I've taken some Latin. It's a fun one. It's nice to learn a little bit of Latin because you learn so much about all the other languages. You learn so much about how languages have formed. Heard about CA's new game, Total Car Hammer, is a crossover between Pixar's car franchise and Warhammer. I'm for it. I'm here. Let's go. Latin in any course that's related to history. Yes, yeah. Khorne cult magus is a unique Khorne hero. I like that he doesn't even show in the unit browser. 10 turns. Sure, I mean, let's give it a try. Discoverability 90. Do any of these do negative discoverability? No. Okay, good to know. Studied Latin language, how to read it, pronounce it. Some texts are not always translated. Makes sense. I guess we can start moving this guy north at least so he can spread Khorne corruption because he adds a lot per turn. And you can get an upgrade. And you can get an upgrade. And you can get an upgrade. Going through this money pretty quick. Studying history, you don't have to learn Latin. Find the idea of random war declaration kind of appealing, right? There is something nice about it. Just like, oh, we'll pick a random hero to do that on. Imagine money actually just bailed and went north. So it looks like we can take Pauhuax. Maybe he realized the corruption here is just too bad for him. 20, 25 years ago. Oh, our journey to Cathay is complete. So he did manage to stave off his attrition for a couple of rounds. Defenders of the Great Plan. Great Dragon Fleet Docks. I mean, that's a lot of money for me. 800 is like an entire army. Okay, maybe not an entire army, but it is like 7 bloodletters. Pyrrhic victory, you say? Let's see what we can come up with here.
I bow only before
That should add significant corruption. Characters 9. Local armies minus 10. So the real question comes in here of, do I want to take something like Maku Peaks? I guess maybe it would be smarter if I just brought this guy down here. Then I can 2v1 this settlement. I could probably send one Bloodhost down to the High Sentinel. Or I could then send Skulltaker back down. I'm getting to the point soon where I gotta replace these guys with proper Exalteds. Growth +2, all provinces. That's gonna be tasty. You guys are getting upgrades. You guys are getting upgrades. You can get an upgrade. Monument of Itzel is actually the most safe out of all of these. I think I'd rather upgrade the Temple of Kara next, because then we get the docks. Cult upgrade available. Okay. We'll give it a try. I don't know if it's going to last 10 years. 10 turns. See how we feel. Studying history in Germany, we have to learn a language that isn't German or English. Could be Latin, could be ancient Greek, or it could be a language that's still alive. I mean, I think it's always good. As a North American, I think it's always good to learn another language if you can. Very common in Europe, but we're very lazy about it here. If we're lucky, in Canada, we get to learn French. Though of all the languages, I don't know if it's the most useful. Comes in handy now and then. You get yourself a level. Spread corruption. No, sorry. Replenish troops.
Sacred executioner.
Mazdamundi has come back down here, but he's split from his other army.
Rest upon
I'm just gonna take that. This is a capital.
a base for our forces from which to extract.
I should have burned it down. I should have burned it down.
Blooded wanderer. Only the finest.
We could move against Mazdamundi.
Skulls for the Skull Throne.
But I think we're wise to wait up a little bit.
Slayer of Kings.
Shoot, this guy got Locust of Wrath. I missed it. We'll grab you hard to hit.
Slaughter.
These guys have got to pick a fight in a turn. I'm going to send Skulltaker down here because I want him to fight you on bow.
Herald.
You can't get much from raiding. I do need to raid a little bit more.
More slaughter.
I don't know how I was allowed to enter raid at 40% stance.
Crusade continues.
15 campaign movement range. Oh, yes, of course. Campaign movement range and campaign percentage are not always the same thing.
Khorne's champion.
Skulltaker, you're going to chill and you're going to heal. The floating pyramid. Take a growth building, I guess. Wellsprings can take that and... Oh man, I am losing money fast right now. There are upgrades to be had, and I don't have the cash to do them. Oh, the Doom Feasters. I forgot all about you. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I was going to attack that settlement. I'm French. No, French is not really useful. Canadians butcher French. Well, we just made our own language. We made our own variation of it, so it's very, very different. What are midterm exams? Exams during the semester? You normally only have them at the end of the semester. Oh, we only write essays, no exams at all. Oh, that's really nice. It's pretty common in North America that we have midterms basically just halfway through the term, in the middle of the term. There's normally a set of exams. And then again for finals. Lazy way to break the semester in half, especially non-cumulative classes, so you can brain dump information. They can be essay format just like any other exam. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just write an essay. Sometimes they are more like to do the whole multiple choice, blah, 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 blah. Drawn to destruction again? I love how much we're always drawn to destruction. I don't know if I have the money right now for that, honey.
I must daub myself with blood.
If I go here, I have the opportunity to full heal. You can't reach him in a single turn. How many movement points do I have left? 59. Just gonna stay there. This should unlock Skillia at the end of this turn. I think that's enough for him.
Khorne's command. Destroy.
I don't know how I didn't see that. I think I was looking at it without clicking on it, and I just was like, oh, there's no garrison in this building. Or whatever, well. Care not from where the blood flows. I'm pretty sure the computer still doesn't understand how to use those pathways, so I face no risk from that move. Where's Mazdamundi? I'm going to... $29%. Wow, you're really bad at this.
How easy to hobble these wretches.
Just like to try and get some level ups on them. And I'm just going to hold some cash. A skull throne. God, Yuambo has already gotten a full army built. It's probably just peasants, but... Jareth, hello. Good morning. Lots of skulls taken for the golden throne. We could spray paint our throne gold. I think Khorne would still be okay with it. We're certainly taking a lot of skulls this morning. Ain't no shortage. Yes, Skilla Angraphim. Oh, I have to kill 1,500 enemies in battle first. In time, Khorne came to notice Skilla's feats, first gifting him with massive brute strength and hulking ape-like arms. Grateful for his blessings, Skilla launched even greater raids, resulting in destruction beyond compare. Thus, Khorne gifted him with a serpentine tail ending in a snapping maw. With more merciless slaughter came the Blood God's final gift, the mind of a ravenous beast. Skilla's transformation into a mindless chaos spawn would be complete soon after, yet Carnage recognizes Carnage. To match such desire to kill and maim in the name of Khorne will surely bring the beast forth so that he may continue to garner his master's favor through Carnage. We do have Unholy Manifestations. We've almost unlocked Slaughter Incarnate. Take Hungering Blades or Recruitment. Let's take Hungering Blades. Buff our armies up for a couple of turns.
Do not let my human form deceive you.
What is in this place? Docks. Sky Lanterns. Okay, he can't recruit any good units in here.
When the blade strikes.
Only warfare will suffice.
For the Lord.
That should drag everybody out of the settlement. Yeah, he's all peasants. I'm actually going to take that heal. Winds of Magic cost -20 for all spells. Oh boy. That should be useful. Hardened Blood Reapers. We've got the new hero, Skilla Anfingrim. Quite the name. Quite a beast. Quite a monkey. If you're learning another language, which isn't English or German, most likely Latin. Wouldn't say Greek. Not much Greek presence in today's history. Today's territories. I think it's good to learn like one, you know, you should learn one Germanic language, one Romantic language, and then one other language. That's just like a weird choice. I tried to learn Cyrillic-based languages. Given all the warring the Emperor is directly responsible for, are we sure he isn't actually Khorne? I mean, there's great debate whether or not the Emperor is just a tool of chaos. I would certainly say he is. I think chaos certainly would say that the Imperium as just a tool of chaos. They are what brings chaos into being. Has a hate on for Psychers, something else he has in common with Khorne. True, true, true. Has anyone seen Khorne and the Emperor in the same room at the same time? Good question. Don't call him the M word, it's an ape. He's not a monkey, he's an ape. Oh, let's fuse these. The brass collar of Khorne. Each kill increases his intensity. Excellent. What else does he get? Immune to contact effects. Assault garrison gets better. Campaign range when not embedded. Fueled by rage, just more damage. Scourge Burorn champion. Tier leadership. Glorious charge from Minotaurs, Spawn, and Blood Beasts. Okay. Gore Feast. Heals while in melee. I like that you can build him as like just a hero. You don't have to put him in your army.
A hero's journey ends here.
You have gained 5 levels. Noted. We did pick up the upgrade for Bloodthirsters. I think I'm probably going to get that and Rush to Slaughter. You get a level. You get a level.
Slayer of kings.
You get some levels. We gonna have to make room for you. Part of me is like, do I really need 2 Blood Reapers? But I guess kind of the answer to that is yes. I'm gonna merge some dogs. He adds training into the army as well, which is really nice.
Ahead, ahead.
Skulltaker. And Yuan Bo is destroyed. We can move over here, which procs our heal. Huge heal.
Obey the blood god unto death.
I'm gonna tell him to get off of my land. And I tell you what, I'm gonna move him over to Maku Peaks, I think,
A good day.
so we can just keep burning stuff down. Greek's really important if you study Eastern European or Balkan history. Huge liturgical language for a long time. Given that the Emperor has been worshipped as a god for 10,000 years and the warp is a reflection of the materium, technically the Emperor would be some kind of warp entity by now, or well on his way to becoming one. I would say yeah. Like, that doesn't seem incorrect to me. Speed, melee attack, bloodthirst attrition. I don't know. Our Khorne corruption seems to just max out right away. Additional skulls is always nice. I think income from sacking is probably our best next choice, though.
This way to slaughter and skulls.
I could use Khorne's Glare here, and you know what? Why not? Honestly.
Celebrate this day. Tomorrow may be your last.
Why the heck not? Ooh, lots of upgrades. Access to skull cannons. Soul grinders. Not much more money here, but I feel like I got to make sure those walls are in place. Man, we burned through that money so fast. We're going to get 250 skulls after defeating a lord, and then we'll start working on Demons Reforged. We already had a point in that. Did we? Yeah, we sure did. Well, on the bright side, we're just going to be swimming in skulls.
Blood, skulls, war, and glory.
It ain't the worst thing in the world. Boy. Like, you are already fully corrupt. This place is not too far off. I guess let's just throw on recruitment for now. We might as well. Feel described you specialize in Roman history? One of those historians. I mean, this day and age, don't we all think about the Roman Empire every day? Isn't that what the memes taught us this last year? Don't all men think about the Roman Empire constantly? Trespassing ignored.
Khorne's champion.
That's a bit rude.
That was another demon.
That's a lot of armies.
Give a good fight, and your skull shall ascend.
There's a lot of armies mucking about here.
Bloodshed later.
I seek the kingdom of blood.
I got this funny feeling we're going to run into some trouble.
I follow the blood wolf.
Oh, ooh, Blood Wolf.
His decree.
Swamp Town Monument of the Moon. Kind of think about moving this guy upwards. Trying to get a cult up there.
My bloodlord disallows it.
That's a little extra money, so I'm going to take it. Like, part of me wants to just keep spawning Bloodhosts and just sending them through to the other side of the world to just loot and pillage, because I know that there's no... nothing will ever come back through and attack me. Didn't start thinking about the Roman Empire until they told me I was thinking about the Roman Empire. Been a while since I came here. Let me tell you, you got a majestic beard going. Thank you. I have decided to beard it up. He is declaring war on me. That could be bad news. I'm sorry, I just win this? I'll take that. I'm just gonna take that. That should be a lot of skulls.
We repaid mercy.
I'm gonna take the money because I'm gonna need to build Exalted Bloodletters. That must have been like 200 Champions Essence we just picked up. Unless it don't count. Love Lizardmen, but I don't understand how to play them in this game. You just smash them forward, honestly. It depends on which group you're playing. You know, Oxwaddle plays a lot differently than most of them. Mostly it's get Lord Croak, cast big spells. Wounded.
I can.
Wounded?
I will. I must.
Well, let's take a Bloodthirster. Let's take a Regiment Skull Cannon. Let's take these unique Flesh Hounds.
Acolytes for the blood god.
I'm gonna take spell resistance and that little bit of extra physical resistance. Wazoo.
Only the finest.
Ooh, War is Prayer, hero experience, unit experience gain, and kill for Khorne. Symbols of Khorne, spread corruption, additional corruption. Demons Reforged, extra 5% HP for demons. Campaign movement range, hero action success chance. Ooh, 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 ooh. I think I kind of have to get the bonus to the demons. Seeing as that's my army. 2 points in training, brutal charge. 3 points in melee defense.
Khorne's champion.
I did not get the skulls for that fight. Now, obviously, I'm going to heal up a lot here. Are you a demon? No. You are a beast turned into a monster. I know I have a cultist, but... And I guess technically he's not a demon either. I'm trying to use only demons here. Got a feeling if I fight this guy, I'm going to lose a bunch more characters.
We shall refuse no battle offered.
Valiant defeat. I don't think so. Failed the Mazdamundi campaign like a dozen different times. Mazdamundi is all about spellcasting, so you pretty much just want to get giant blobs of basic lizardmen, Saurus warriors, lock down the enemy, and then cast huge spells with Mazdamundi, huge spells with Croak. And that's going to be the bulk of your attack. Let's get like you guys over here, maybe. You guys over here. You can also just get some big dinos. But yeah, a lot of the Lizardmen is mostly about getting everyone blobbed up and then just charging through them. You know, you hit them. Saurus warriors are much better than most other infantry in early game. And then the dinosaurs are line breakers. So you tie them up with Saurus warriors, and then, or you hit them with the line breakers and then tie up the rest with Saurus warriors. Do they have no, they've got skinks. And cold ones. Who do I want to go after? Great question. Just trying to buy some time before the rest of my troops get up here. Wow, that juke worked really well. You're a bit wounded. But it's okay. All these skinks are caught out. I don't really want all those dogs getting slaughtered right away. If I could get the bats out and onto those stegodons, that would be nice. My goal here is just to occupy these guys with the dogs long enough for all of my bloodthirsters to come in. You guys can get on those razor dons. It's a bit of a mixed bag right now. We'll pull the dogs out and we'll try to do a cycle charge. Yeah, let's bring them back in there. You guys are chasing them. That's good. Okay, apparently these skinks need to be run off, so these bloodthirsters are going to roll back in on them. This is a bloodhost, so all I really need to do is win the fight. And I make another bloodhost. These guys aren't doing so good over here. It's doing so hot over there. Ain't doing so hot over here either. Ain't doing so hot nowhere. Well, actually, we're doing okay here in the middle. This seems to be the one spot we're doing. We're doing good. You're doing good work, kiddo. I could bring my cavalry over here, but it would also cause them to get really tied up in the trees. So instead, I'm just going to let my puppies and bats chase down as many of these troops as we can. Until we can reforge this line. Which I think we can do right about now. Have them come over there, help out. Have you move on those cold one riders. I'm gonna have you move on that stegodon. Give everybody here a nice little buff. You're on them. You're on them. Ooh, okay. We actually got a couple of spearmen here as well. These guys are just chasing them off, making sure that they don't come back. Blood Shrine can move in. Those guys have broken. You can probably move up for them. There's only one of these Chaos Spawn of Khornes left, so I'm actually just going to let him stay on this hero. Here we go, lads. Get that charge in. You got it. I believe in yous. Now it's just a big bad Steggy left. Those guys are broken. Victory. See? No valiant defeat needed. Sauruses are basically fantasy Astartes. I mean, pretty close. Life slants are crucial for lizardmen. Also, yes, yep. The healing music, the healing magic, just the magic in general is really, really important if you're playing Mazdamundi. Better than the legendary lords, the life slants. Yeah. I mean, the Sauruses are so tough that being able to keep them alive a little bit longer makes a huge difference. Tau Croots, if you squint, they look like lizards. Getting into Age of Sigmar because of lizardmen. I think they did originally have lizardmen, but they ended up taking them out. I'm trying to remember. Blitzky, take it easy, dude. Have a good night. Happy weekend. Happy Friday the 13th. Sure, no one will have an issue with that. In the original Necron Codex, there were suggestions for using lizardmen armies to represent the old ones. And there are rules in Old White Dwarf for using them in old editions of 40k. Biomass is biomass. I would gladly devour them. There you go. That's the right Nidway. We'd be stoked about lizard space marines. I wouldn't worry too much about the audience at this point. I don't think they know what they want. One more turn until we can boost that Bloodhost again. Ooh, there's a landmark building here at Fallen Gates. Upkeep for Bloodletters, -5. And extra Blood Reapers. I mean, I wouldn't say no.
Skulltaker.
So what am I gonna do with you, Skulltaker Daddy? I have a very weak and wounded garrison here. I don't really want to put any money into this because I might not be able to keep it. I could probably take this guy down, but he's got Croak in his army. Oh, you know what? He's got almost no winds of magic, though.
Rest upon Khorne.
Oh. I don't actually think that's worth it.
Heroes worthy of the name. Only the finest.
What do I need to go into ambush? 25 KP movement range.
A challenge. A challenge.
I have a teleport.
Loathes a coward.
We might just have to hold it. Hold the line. Dude, the commandments for Khorne are trash. I already have that. I already have that and that. So why not build this guy then? Access to the skull cannons. Keeping control, growth, and casualty. Or do we just go for income for post-loot battle? I could shift Do I not have one of these anymore? Oh, I don't think I do. I think I got rid of it. All right, let's do that. That's pretty much all the building I could possibly do in this province. So I'm going to switch it over to recruit rank. Because I got a feeling I'm going to lose Skulltaker here, and I'm going to have to re-recruit all those guys. You're level 25. You're level 11. I might lose you as well.
Skulls for the Skull Throne.
I could take you out. I could take you out for a nice dinner.
We must go forth.
Khorne's champion.
Just in case. Diehard fans don't remember 40k is a parody. It's not supposed to be serious. People who like Black Templars a little bit too much. Yes, absolutely. Yep. How many fans are really into the Imperium in a non-ironic, way too serious kind of way? Well, the thing is like a lot of the people who are mad at fans for being tourists are often mostly just tourists themselves. Like they don't know a lot about the universes. And they're mostly just, they think that Warhammer is a place that they can be safe in having misogynistic or very, let's just go with Nazi-aligned views, fascist-aligned views. And they don't understand that the world is much, much bigger than that. There is absolutely a grim darkness in Warhammer. And I fully support that grim darkness. I think it's one of the beautiful things. I love Warhammer Fantasy because the world ends and gets blown up and the bad guys win. I think it's an interesting end that you don't see in most other franchises. But yeah, there's a lot of chuds out there. Starship Troopers and Helldivers. People don't have very good media literacy. Yes, yeah. Disturbs you whenever a veteran 40k calls the Space Marines the good guys and means it. Yeah. Guild Games Workshop's made it look like they're the good guys, but veterans should know better. Yeah. We all know that the only good guys are chaos. That's a fact, right? You play the good guys, we're hungry, and by eating everyone, we stop chaos. Win-win. Wow, I did not get the ambush on that guy just then. He was on force march, so... Oh, they only sacked me. That's not too bad. Kind of seemed like the protagonists of 40k. Yeah. Teacher in high school who really wanted to watch Starship Troopers did a bunch of coursework for us. Usual stuff. One of the first things he told us was Starship was a cautionary tale about rampant nationalism and autocratic regimes. Turned it up to 11 for entertainment values. Yeah, 100%. Great joke with the Black Templars is that they're the one chapter that does worship the Imperium, as all the others are old enough to know he didn't want that. Yes. Yeah, he's very specific about it. To be like, oh, no, I'm not a god. Don't treat me like a god. Please, no.
Slayer of kings.
All right, I should be able to beat you now. You lost most of your armies.
I will drive them harder.
First among champions. Oh,
Come here, you.
a challenge. Stay your fires.
Give me your delicious skulls.
For Khorne's eternal glory.
I am really tempted to take Blood Feast here just so we can start healing up faster. It's also only 6%.
Skulltaker for the Skull Throne.
So I don't think I will.
Skulls for the Skull Throne. Idle work.
It's a bad idea.
Killing is real.
Is this a bad idea?
Shall be trampled to dust.
3 turns for Exalted Bloodlighters.
Kingdom of blood.
Yucko.
Obliterate all
do you guys want to go? I can reach Hexawaddle in a single turn.
Coat this land
Now, I almost guaranteed cannot take it.
Red slaughter. Greatest bloodletter. Hack and cleave. Shred them apart.
But a valiant defeat
Rage, fury,
means that I'm probably not far off being able to take it.
rest. Gorge them all. Replenish.
So let's give it a try.
Hour of murder at last.
I paused it from hitting level 5. That's actually pretty nice.
eternal warfare.
I could use Ragnar to break the walls, potentially. Take him 2 turns to get there, though. I think I'd rather just have him pick at armies.
War from skull goblins first. Their flesh shall be carved. Take my skull in penance. Exalted murder.
I'm really just looking to get this guy leveled up a little bit right now. So we got some building upgrades. Hawaddle. Oh, I mixed up my 2 capital buildings. That's why I'm so confused. Do we have walls down here? No, we don't. We should probably put walls in this place. Yeah. We'll put you guys on... I don't know, let's go blood tributes. Spectazuma. I'd like you guys on those as well. So I'll just hold him for now. And we'll play it. Proud to be a part of a hive fleet with your shittily little biomass. Think of that for new players, people who've been playing the hobby since the 90s. You saw a TikTok of a girl who had just gotten into Warhammer, showed off her first mini. She had painted them in a pride flag color scheme, and the comments were crazy vile. Oh, that's rough. I'd imagine. I bet you, though, if she posted that on Blue Sky, it would actually be really nice comments. And it wouldn't just be all the Twitter bots and dummies. Chaos are the only good guys. Chaos is in the Night Lords. Chaos is in the Chaos Gods, not the Traitor Marines. Wow, I love that he decided to come out and attack me. So now, instead of not winning, I do win, and I get to burn his capital to the ground. I'm actually going to sack this because I kind of need money. And I can just burn it down next turn. Like any hobby, there's a lot of loud neckbirds out there. You got to find your people. Same with D&D. Yeah, absolutely. All the tabletops. Large number of geeks need to realize geekdom is not a safe space for horrible views. It's punks versus neo-Nazis all over again. Yeah. Should be cool. Warhammer people around somewhere. Yeah, I mean, most of the Warhammer people I've met IRL, especially at meetups, have been all very, very nice, kind people. There's often one who's a bit of a like, but everyone else will be cool. And everyone else will kind of be like, yeah, that guy's, he's a bit, and that guy's a bit. Just stay away from that guy. Short victory complete. Wow, that took no time. They really did make those short. We've unlocked the chain sword, which we're obviously going to equip right away. I love the idea of Skulltaker wielding a chain sword. You have the giant blade. So I guess let's give you the eternal blade. No, let's switch that. Let's give you the eternal blade, and let's give you the giant blade. And then I'm going to go to you, and I'm actually going to fuse those two. And I'm going to give you the Torment Blade. To give you the Torment Nexus. Have I seen the Hello Kitty Space Marines? Yes. They remind me just of Slaaneshi noise marines. And people often forget that Slaanesh exists. And by people, I mean Games Workshop often forgets that Slaanesh exists. Miniatures were pretty cool. Purple, pink, had glitter on them. Contest was basically termagants. Someone put those on the table opposite me. I knew it would be a fun game, right? You get a good vibe from that. I really want to kill these armies because they're weak. Though I know I need to try and kill this guy first. He's gonna run. Okay. Well, that means you're dead. That means you're dead. Skulls, skulls, skulls.
For Khorne's eternal glory. No rest while there.
I'm gonna double time back into Power Wax just so we can heal.
Khorne's champion.
I really want some of those exalted bloodthirsters. Start taking crush on you. I'll take thick skin and crush.
First among champions.
We'll grab foe seeker.
Bearing the Slayer sword.
You're going to take Gate of Khorne, so you can start summoning bloodletters in combat.
A hero's journey ends here.
You get an upgrade. You get an upgrade. I have like $1 bajillion now, so we can rip through that money pretty quick. How's corruption? It's already 100 up there, so I'm just going to go for the money, honey. I'm also going to upgrade that Temple of Kara. Get you that, get you that, get you that. You need a gate. I want to upgrade that. Maybe. You guys got a upgrade coming here. You know what? Let's upgrade the Wellsprings of Eternity so we can get that growth building. Sure. I'm getting to the point now where I'm heavily thinking about a third. And by third, I mean a second army. So, Hexawaddle. I have to build siege equipment again. You guys have 8. Let's just move you up.
Acceptable.
We'll just keep you in neutral stance. And we keep cooking. Anyone who takes any hobby or fandom too seriously needs to have a reality check. Agreed. Games Workshop won't hire you. It'd be a great brand ambassador. I mean, at least for the Tyranids. Tyranids do have a lot of focus right now. Fun thing done for fun, so have fun. Exactly. It shouldn't be something you stress out too much about. Just let people enjoy the hobby. Don't gatekeep it. Let people enter how they want. I entered through Total War, and now I've become a huge lore nerd. I've read a ton of books. I just finished the Grey Knights books last night. From playing Total War, I now have miniatures. I've started painting. It's a vicious cycle. You just got a Chaos War Shrine? Oh, that's so nice. I'm actually going to get you armor if that's the case. So, I want to move you up on these guys, and I'd like you to kill them.
To snuff out the mighty.
Now, I can't quite reach them, but... Oh, I'm at force march.
Wanderer.
I can summon a mini army. Refresh my movement.
The end to all saga.
Damn it. Damn, damn, damn. Kind of screwed up my movement on that one.
Skulls for the skull throne.
That one's on me. The ability doesn't work so well on Skulltaker because he gets all these movement buffs from other things.
Skulls piled here. Yes.
All right, well, I'll take a turn of attrition to get our Winds of Magic up if that's the case.
Destroy.
You guys got a decisive victory. You're going to take it.
For the skull throne.
And guess what? You're going to summon another army.
Herald of Khorne.
Probably should have buffed it first with this ability, but
Skull.
you know what? It's not a big issue because he's going to take Port Reaver, and you know what he's going to do? He's going to summon another army. We just picked up Spoils of Battle here. Income from all buildings, 15%. Okay.
8 by 8. Sacred indeed.
Boop, 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 boop. You need that 200. We'll boost that. We'll boost that. We will hold the rest of our cash. Got into Warhammer when you were 8 because your dad played Blood Bowl. Yes, love it. Right? Like, there's so many entries, especially nowadays. I love how their entire army is just cooking. Just trying to get away from Skulltaker as fast as they possibly can. Playing since you were 6 because your older brother played and he let me be the Dreadnought. Cool. Oh, that's fun. I like the idea of being like, okay, you can control one unit in the army. Here's a big monster. Icon on Discord being a Black Templar is from the picture from the front of the starter box you got bought. It was the first Warhammer you ever owned. Nice. I mean, I'm very excited on this DLC because Bloodthirsters are the first thing I ever owned. And I like that.
The master wills it.
What do you have in here? A lot of regiments are down, I guess. I would like to put you, Blood Reaper, back in this army.
Only the finest.
Bum, 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 bum. Who am I getting rid of?
Maybe I could take this. Fight better.
Get rid of the regiment of renowned dogs, because they can always come back. Chugga, 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 chugga.
Ahead, ahead.
You know what?
Lost in his name.
Let's do that. They can go deal with that then. And we can just keep on the chugga-chugga-choo-choo. That is such a big heal.
First among champions.
That is practically a full heal. Let's get you extra HP.
Slayer of kings.
Yeah, okay, I'll get you Post Seeker for now. But then more Gate of Khorne. Okay, so like I really want to go attack Mazdamundi, but the problem is that I want whatever his trait is on Skulltaker. So I'm gonna send all these guys to Fallen Gate instead.
No reading. Leave only corpses. Leave only corpses.
And then, dare I say, it looks like we've got some Slaanesh corruption to our north. What do we want here? Skulls for the Skull Throne or blood for the Blood God? Let's take some skulls for the Skull Throne. Collar of Khorne, 14 ward save, Obsidian Lodestone. We got some items we got to start breaking apart. We might as well double march you. Actually, we might as well double march you too. Now we could.
The the Druki will hear your request.
She owns all that land. You know what? I don't have enough to balance this. 2 points.
What is it you seek? I am most intrigued to hear.
They're not going to live, nor are they going to be a threat to me. Now we get to go wherever we want. Which is very fun for its own reasons.
Make a habit of meeting.
There is a special location down here in Itza. Casualty replenishment raid as well as Demons Reforged. I'm kind of thinking about taking some elves. We all do love killing some elves. Can I say, having done a Skullmaker run till short victory yesterday, I'm doing a Gorbat Ironclaw run. He's much harder. Not done Golg yet, but he's fairly easy. Apparently Golg has the most interesting mechanics of any of the new heroes, so. You also play Eldar, Harlequins, and Imperial Fist? Ooh. I could do a painting stream. Yeah, I've thought about doing it because I am very behind on my painting. I'm still trying to put together some of my Poxwalkers, which I have been painting for... Well, I started painting them this summer. Let's put it that way. And I am still not done them. Let's give you some skulls. I mean, I could give you the Hellport. I'm also kind of just thinking about going over to Cathay. If I went to Cathay, I wouldn't have to settle any settlements. I could just burn everything to the ground, not upgrade any of the buildings, and just go on an absolute rampage. And that kind of seems like not a bad idea. You have an all-metal Bloodthirster? Your dad would have to drill to pin the wings because they would not glue? That rules. What I really want to do is get good enough to paint a Bloodthirster and paint Be'lakor. Be'lakor is by far my favorite character. Wow, that monument is very far away. Oh, Mazdamundi is going down there.
When the blade strikes.
I'm coming for you. Do I double time on him? I don't think it's going to give me much movement if I do. But it might give me some.
Demons, we are not.
You can't search in full march, so I'm just going to focus on Mazda.
Bloodshed.
So...
Khorne's chosen. Bloodshed. Wait. Slaughter.
I got to make sure we get Fallen Gates. Because this 5% upkeep is going to matter. And I've got 8 turns till Khorne's Glare. We also don't really have anything up here. So I'm not producing a lot of corruption right now.
Sacred Executioner.
I think what I'm going to do then is I'm going to rush him down to Maku Peaks. Let him settle that, and then he's in a position to take Fallen Gates in 2 turns. I ain't going to build nothing. Because I think I'm going to need that money to colonize. You're building up new armies over here. Lord Croak is back in action as well. I forgot that we have the teleport ability. So what I could just do is I could let Mazdamundi sail into the Monuments of the Moon and then just teleport over to him. Ancient relics. Your legion uncovers a nest of malnourished vampires. The death-cheating ghouls flee for the surface, throwing a bone-adorned brass reliquary box at your demon's feet in the hopes of a distraction. Banner of Unholy Victory. We have like so many of these. Or a bunch of XP. We'll take the XP.
Blooded Wanderer.
I feel like that was the Leviathan, but it just like didn't trigger. This is great. Mass is done.
A challenge. The blood god blesses me.
Leadership aura size 25% for killing Mazda.
Only the finest. Across tides and time, I hunt for the Lord of Nurgle.
And then we can take this place.
Strike. To me.
So many bonus items. Now, I don't control that sea, but I do control this sea.
Tomorrow may be your last.
Which means I could just sail right here
I stalk the bridge.
and full heal. Let's do that. I picked up 4 levels here. Oh my god. All right. 2 into hunt. 2 into destroy. All right, so we're maxed out on the yellow tree. We'll pick up rush to slaughter. And those are all mortals. I'm not really using those anymore. I could take charge bonus and armor for the skull cannons and blood shrines. I kind of think that's a waste. How many levels do we have left? 8? I think we'll probably take the casualty replenishment and the income. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would get us full lightning strike. Yeah, let's do that.
A hero's journey ends here.
That's a good build. You can take hunt.
Champion.
You can take a murder.
Slayer.
You can take gate. You can take whatever.
My hand cannot be stayed.
You guys are gonna heal. You're gonna
Executioner.
head up towards Port Reaver.
Don't stop. Acceptable.
You're gonna take Port Reaver.
Demons. Praise here.
I don't think I need another Bloodhost here, so I'm just gonna take Skulls.
Herald of Khorne. Very well. Join Khorne's domain.
Colonize that. I guess we should probably colonize Hexwaddle as well.
Cultist of the Blood God.
Yeah, let's just start moving you up.
Praise Axefather.
Actually, I'll let you try wound.
Glory to the Wolffather.
Here we go. Bit of XP. We're at 200 skulls, so I can finally pick up Johann the Demon Hunter.
Champion's essence.
To the Order of the Silver Hammer, the Witch Hunter was a zealous weapon gravely feared by the Emperor's hidden cultists. As Johann rooted out demons, he would openly challenge them to defy their inevitable deaths, and Skulltaker answered. Pick up that growth building. Pick up a gate. Pick up that corruption. Pick up those herbs. Pick up a gate. Pick up probably a demon creating building. All right, what are the victory conditions right now? We have the chainsword. Empower 18 skulls and sack 24 more settlements. I got a feeling we can get the long victory today. And I kind of think we go to Cathay to do it. This is Skaven down here. I just think all these guys are too busy with themselves. So if I go over and get a bunch of money, then when eventually someone here decides to turn on me, I can just recruit some really good armies in my capitals and go absolutely berserk. We'll take the rest of this territory. What's going to be easier for us, Cathay or Elves? I think Cathay. Elves are going to have a lot of missile cavalry, which I feel like is our worst matchup. Cathay's going to have a lot of peasants, a lot of Jade Warriors, some big monsters. Maybe some artillery. But we're mostly going to be fighting Lizardmen to start, so which is a good matchup for us. So I think we take that as the plan. I love that I was defeated, but because of Demons Reforged, most of my army stuck around. They just automatically rebuilt. I guess I should have made some blood for the Blood God there and summoned another Bloodhost. It's okay, I can use him to take Hexwaddle. Province is secured. Swamp Town drawn to destruction. Okay, my army outside of Massive Peaks got destroyed. Monument of the Moon we also picked up. Yo.
This honors the Blood God.
Hack and cleave.
I don't have enough money for this, do I?
Praise Axfather, the Blood Lord.
If only I had some way of reaching this army instantly. What a great ability! Now I have enough money. Dauntless. Let's colonize Hex. And I'll move them up there next round. We have the Cigarette of Dawn, and we have Skeggy up here. I didn't actually realize there was all this many settlements. So I said we were going to take 3 levels of Blood Feast, 1 of called Bloodletting.
Yes, I can deeply. I do.
We're going to take Murder and Cleave. We're going to start taking Blade Shield.
For Khorne's eternal glory.
Slaughter. Might as well take Mentor on him.
Rest upon Khorne's throne.
Dude, I cannot believe how fast this guy just absolutely rips through territory. I kind of feel like I need the money right now.
Raise the place to bone and ash.
But I'm stubborn.
Blooded wanderer. A challenge.
How many settlements can I burn down in a single turn?
Strike. To maim.
Okay, let's sack that one.
A hero's journey ends here.
Why not?
Only the finest. Skulltaker for the Skull Throne. The end to all sagas. When the blade strikes.
You know what? And I'm going to occupy this anyway, so why don't we just do that? That's Mazdamundi completely destroyed. We gonna repair you. Let's get the Khorne corruption up here to start.
Slayer of Kings.
Wow. Okay. If I was to recruit Exalted Bloodthirsters back here, do they get bonus levels? Not really. Definitely not from the Monuments of Rage. We could put on Kill for Khorne to get a +1 to recruit rank, but I don't think it really is too much of a big deal. Carletto, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency.
Bravo! Victory is now inevitable.
So these guys are all high level is the only reason I'm thinking about not immediately replacing them. And I can global recruit actually in 2 turns. Do I have access to my cavalry yet? No. I do have access to skull cannons.
Blood, skulls, war, and glory.
Murderer or maimer. Income for post-loop battle, casualties captured post-battle, or armor-piercing weapon damage. I am going to go with the Herald. think let's go with the armor piercing. So I'm going to move these guys and these guys over.
We shall refuse no battle of
And then I'm going to start a nice, tasty recruitment effort.
executioner.
I think that's the way to do it.
First among champions, Khorne's champion.
That feels good to me. I'm going to save the rest of my money probably right now. Except for... got to upgrade that garrison. That doesn't really matter. None of you really matter. So... yeah, that works for me. We have a commandment available here. Oh, I guess let's upgrade you. We'll put on construction because there's clearly a lot of things that got to get built. And we enter turn 50. I have a full army here. Going down in one turn. And I got to make sure I go pick up those fallen gates before they get taken. We'll rush the blood hunters up there. I might actually rush both those groups up there. And then if the raging host has time, he can jump through that portal. No, never mind. Drawn to destruction, fallen gates. You love to see it, dudes. We'll throw up the dimensional tear. We'll get some marble. Oh, it's so many turns. I could just have these guys come out and like loot sea corpses. Just kind of feels like a waste of their potential. But I'll be real, I also don't think they're really going to get anywhere else in time, so... You guys are 27. I'm going to keep him here because he adds a lot of Khorne corruption. You can move back. You're on recruitment. And is about to become immortal. We have access to a lot more Blood Reapers. Also an Exalted Hero. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Assault Garrison, Assault Units. Causes fear. What I want this guy is training to put in my other army. Because we have Skillia in the main army, so this guy can go in the secondary group.
Exalted hero of Khorne.
He's a bit expensive.
Give me skulls.
But he ain't that bad. And I guess we'll grab a Blood Reaper here as well. Let's go with the Weapon Master. Perfect. So that'll be for his army. Skulltaker's going to have to do, I guess, a couple of rounds of recruitment here.
I sense future greatness.
5 Exalted Bloodletters. I think another Skull Cannon. Probably a second Blood Shrine. And you know what? Technically, a Soul Grinder is also a demon. Let's do it. We'll see how that feels.
Hack and cleave.
These guys have not moved. Try to see if I can get them through the portal. And then I'm basically out of money. But it's turn 50. That seems like the perfect part. Check out this video. So thank you for joining us. I hope you'll come back and check out the End of the Long campaign, which will probably only be one more video, I suspect. Until then.